Hi, it's Jessie from Peach Manifesto and welcome to another Empties video. I'm going to start off with some of the boring stuff and then get into some of the fun stuff at the very end. So boring stuff but essentials is sterilization pouches. These are the two that I get. I get these from a medical supply store. I have actually recently stopped using this kind. I've gone down, I still need the 3.5 part, but I've actually gone down size. I think I'm at 8-inch or 9-inch, something like that, because I just don't need them as long. I use this size for nippers and I use this size for cuticle pushers. And then I've also gone through a box of Kirkland gloves. I do get a lot of stuff from Costco just because it's very affordable and I like points, you know, I like those membership rewards. Anyway, so something a little different in this one is some glue sticks. So a lot of my kind of example things, I kind of glue them onto little tags from Michael's and pin them up, so I do go through some glue sticks. Then I have 2 bags of paraffin. It's not really pedicure season right now, even though I'm always saying it's pedicure season all year round, but for spa pedicures I've only done, well, enough to do 2 pounds of paraffin anyway. And then in with that is, this is the 8 pounds 7x16 bags. So these are what I buy to put the paraffin in. So I have a scoop that I scoop the paraffin in, put them into these bags, and then put the bags on people's feet and kind of just mush it around. It's just really sanitary that way, so that's what I do. And I've also gone through 144 bag of Danico birchwood sticks. So those are those little pointed ones. They're good for all kinds of stuff. I use them all over my salon. Like I use them with nails, I use them with the lashes and all that kind of stuff. So another thing that you always see in my videos is the woven epilating strips. So I don't do eyebrow waxing, though it is something I think I'm going to get into in the new year. So I cut these in half or thirds depending on how cheap I'm feeling. So this is what it looks like in thirds, and I think I have some halves in here too. So these are like half. So I cut them, and these are what I use for my lint-free wipes. They're like 100% lint-free. They're really stiff and durable. Yeah, so it's the Silkline non-woven epilating strips. These ones are like the eyebrow size, but I cut them and just use them for nails. And I've gone through, I think I have like 3 of these bags. These are files, so there's 25 in each of those bags. And then this little bag, I had to write what it was. It actually had 50 lash pads. So I've gone through 50 lash pads with the eyelash tinting and the eyelash lifted tints. So I've gone through several of those. And then always a constant in my empties videos is the cotton rounds. So I've gone through 3 bags of cotton rounds, and I get those at Costco as well. They're very, very affordable, and I just love using them. Last step for the bags is I went through a package of, I believe this was 50 as well, doe foot applicators. I use those for lash lifts and tints. And I've gone through a number 3 tip. I believe this was stiletto. I generally don't tip in my salon. I sculpt, but I do use it for my art examples and for like on YouTube and things like that. Next up is the bottles. All right, so starting off with Costco. So I've gone through 2 bottles of IPA, 99% alcohol. This is considered 1 liter. It's 2 bottles of 500 mils. I don't know if I'm going to be buying them at Costco again, just because I've heard that the medical supply place where I buy my sterilization bags sells it by the gallon, alcohol by the gallon, for about the same price that I can get it for a liter. So that's obviously a better deal. So I'm going to look into that and see if that is actually true, and I will keep you updated. I've also gone through a liter of acetone. and I probably won't be buying that at a distributor anytime soon. I did buy a gallon of acetone when I was in Edmonton on vacation with my family this summer, and it was super affordable, and I think a gallon will last me a long time. I do use the alcohol and acetone individually to make my mix for my post-service wipe and my prep and all that kind of stuff. It's just like mostly alcohol with a little bit of acetone and a couple drops of thymol, and that's just what I like to use. And then back to Costco, I've gone through a big old jug of bleach. I use bleach in my laundry all the time, a half cup per load. So yeah, I've done a lot of laundry. I don't even use bleach in my family's stuff ever because we all wear pretty colorful stuff. So most of this is just, it's all Salon. And then I have gone through a bottle of BCL Mandarin Mango gel lotion. I do use this for massage in my pedicure service because I find it has a really nice slip to it and I can get a really nice massage. And then next up is some stuff I'm getting rid of. All right, so first up is this. You may have seen these at Michael's. They are like for ribbon storage, and there's like a little blade to cut. So what I used this for was I put my forms on there and my striping tape, but I have a different system for that, which I am hoping to show you soon in like kind of like a desk studio tour type of thing. But with the forms that I use now, they just don't fit on here. So it kind of was just for striping tape and it just wasn't really working. So you guys have probably seen these all over the place. And like, it's one of those like heat mat things. Why would I have this in my nail salon? So basically I just used it as like a grip for my e-file. So I always use a portable e-file, but I don't like put it on my person. I just have it on my desk. And so I just wanted something that it wouldn't slip. So I don't need that anymore because I have a different kind of non-slip thing in place. And then this is what I keep my Swarovski crystals in. I'll give you a little peek at that. So that's what I keep these in, and I just needed the containers. I didn't need this anymore, so because I think I was using the containers for glitter or something, so I'm getting rid of this as well. All right, next up, so my basics. I went through a jar of Accents Trinity and I went through a jar of Accents Enhance. These are kind of the two gels I use quite a bit. And then I went through a tiny little jar of Balance. I do have a big one now. I think I tried to get a big one and they were sold out, so I got a little one, but now I have a big one. I've also gone through a jar of Bling On. I go through these like crazy. I almost wish they had bigger jars of these because I do use them for putting on my crystals. I've gone through a bottle of Young Nails Protein Bond, which is like super disgusting. I have it all stuff all over it. I use this a lot for my problem lifters. I use this a lot in winter. You know, when the free edge kind of separates from the gel because it's so cold out, this really helps. I've used it quite a bit and it's very helpful. I've also gone through Alexio Glass, Alexio Build, and Accents Shine On. Then last up, I have gone through a Young Nails white acrylic in the trial size. I really liked it. It is one of their speed powders and it sets up really fast, which is really nice. So it's quite easy to work with. All right, so for some tools that I've gone through, I have gone through 2 of these Born Pretty stamping scrapers. These are my favorite style. They're very flexible and thin, but as you can see, they got a little bent and so they're not working as great anymore, so I'm gonna get rid of them. I did get like 10 of them, I think, for like a couple cents. Like honestly, they're super cheap and I love them. It's my favorite kind. Also, and like this like breaks my heart, so I've gone through 3 of these tweezers. These are the Dumont electronic quality from Switzerland. To replace these, it's like $40 a piece. This is what I use for electrolysis, and I've replaced like one because I'm like, they're so expensive, but they're totally worth it. They're my favorite. Also, I've gone through a pinching tool, and I don't know what you're thinking, it looks pretty good, but the thing is I got it wet and it rusted a bit. So getting rid of it because it's rusty and gross. Same thing with this cuticle pusher. This is like one of my old ones. I mainly just used it for glitter, but it got wet as well. I had a leak with one of my bottles, and I had a bunch of metal implements that all kind of sat, and I didn't realize it was wet for like days. So a lot of things got rusty, which is like, it really sucks. But it happens. Then next up, I went through these two brushes. I was really enjoying using these brushes. I do have some in this kind of similar, I think it's called like cat tongue shape. They've been really fun for different art techniques as well. And I definitely have replacements of them. I'm kind of a brush hoarder, so definitely they're replaced. Then I went through a gel play black. This is what I use for a lot of my line art and swirls. I also went through the gel play glitter cherry red. It is like super fine glitter red. It's so beautiful. I've used it a lot in the holidays. Similar type of thing, the gel play glitter green glitz. Super beautiful green. I don't know if you can kind of see, I've like scraped the bottom of it. Super glittery, super fine glitter. Great to do all kinds of different art with. You can really do like lines and you can do full coverage with this as well. Super beautiful. I've also gone through the gel play glitter icy violet. So icy violet, focus, and that is just a really shimmery purple. You can also do lines or full coverage with this as well. I do love using the Accents gel play because they're pretty versatile. You can use them for full coverage, you can use them for art, lines, whatever. I really enjoy it. And then I went through one of their like little sample ones. So this is a gel play lace white. I put the LW on it because they don't have a label on the top, and I have them in a drawer. So it's like, almost looks like snow. You can kind of see there where it's like really random different chunks. I love the way it looks. I use this a lot in winter. So like honestly, these three in the winter, I go through a lot. So obviously that's why I have them here. I've gone through them. And a bottle of Polar by Lexio, probably my favorite white. It's super bright white. Shake it really good and you can get it in like one coat coverage. Easy. Next up, not like super nail related, but so I have gone through one system of lash lift. So perm, neutralizer, and nourishing agent. So I've been doing a lot of lash lifts and tints. This is the Dolly Lash Kit. I definitely did not have any problems with it. I enjoyed it. I've bought, I think, 3 of these systems, and I enjoyed using it, but I've switched to a different system. I now use the Reflectosil. I think I'm saying that right. And that system takes half the time. So it's just like a faster setting system. So instead of taking an hour for a lash lift and tint, it only takes me a half hour. So time is money. So I did switch. The glue in the Reflectosil one that's fast is not good. I still use my Dolly glue. So it does make it a little bit more expensive, but I was able to pick up the kits on sale. So I did save a lot of money on, I bought 2 kits because they were on sale. So I was able to save a lot of money that way, and then buying the glue separately. Still, like, it is a tiny bit more expensive that way, but because I'm saving so much time, I think that it's worth it. And I do have a lot of clients that an hour, it was fine, but a half hour is just like even better for them. So next up, I've of course gone through a Valentino. Anyway, thank you so much for watching my last empties video of 2019. I hope it gives you kind of an idea of what a salon, a home salon anyway, goes through. And basically my empties videos are like in order, right? So I will link them below. You'll see what I've used in between each video. Sometimes they're a month, sometimes they're 2-3 months apart, but it kind of gives you an idea of what I use personally, what I like, and stuff that if I would repurchase or not. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you all later. Bye-bye.